Hey everyone, this is Gary Smith. Welcome to my YouTube channel where I talk about the importance of purpose as it relates to how you approach your career, your finances, and your life. Today I'm going to answer a critical question, and that is, what is a life coach? Stay tuned. Today I'm going to answer a very fundamental question, and that is, what is a life coach? Many people think they know, but in my experience, most people don't. Often when I am talking to a potential coaching client, I discover that they really don't want a life coach. What they're really looking for is an answer person. They want to have someone in their life that they can regurgitate their problem on, and that individual will clean up the mess and tell them what it is that they need to do about it. So one of the first things I need to be absolutely clear with people about is that I am not the answer man. I may have a lot of the answers that you're looking for, but I'm not the answer man, because what happens in a coaching relationship with a client is that if all you do is come to me and say, Gary, this is the problem I have, and I say, Susie, this is what you need to do about it, every time you run into a problem, what's going to happen? You're going to be coming to me for answers. And so it creates a dependent relationship, and I don't want that. My job is to help you and equip you with the tools that you need to answer your own questions, to run your own life. And in effect, what I do over the period of time that we work together is that I work myself out of a job. Well, how do I do this? By taking the attitude that I'm not the answer man. I'm a guide who takes you on a journey of self-discovery. Because you see, it's your journey. So there isn't any canned approach for how we do this, because it's your life and it's your story. So here are some key things to think about when you are considering hiring a life coach. It will give you clarity on what a life coach really is, but it'll also give you the tools you need to properly evaluate anyone you're considering as a life coach, whether it's me or someone else. Well, number one, a good life coach will help you to take ownership of your life. Until you own it, nothing good is going to come out of your coaching relationship. A number of years ago, I gave a talk to a group of people, and I said that there are so many people in the world today who, on the day they were born, they reached out and they grabbed that umbilical cord, and they spent the rest of their lives wandering around from place to place looking for a place to plug it in. You've got to cut the cord, and you have to accept responsibility for your own life. And a good life coach will help you do that. The second thing a good life coach will help you do is to learn to ask better quality questions. Because until you start asking yourself really high quality questions, your progress in life is going to be limited. Let me give you an example. All of us have had failures in life. In fact, some of us have had more failures than we've had successes. But what happens when we experience failure? Our tendency as human beings is to beat ourselves up, and we'll look at ourselves in the mirror and we'll say, how could I have done something so stupid? How did I not see that coming? How could I have been so dumb? And guess what? When we ask ourselves questions like that, our mind can come up with all sorts of reasons of why we're stupid, why we missed it, and why we're dumb. But what happens if we reframe that whole situation? And when we experience failure, what if we ask better quality questions? Questions like, what can I learn from this experience that will help me move forward? What lessons are in this that will help me become a better person? And when we ask higher quality questions, guess what? The failure really isn't a failure. It's just a learning experience. A good life coach will teach you how and guide you through the process of asking better quality questions. The third thing that a life coach will do is help you to get a really clear understanding on exactly where you are and why you're there. Now, a lot of people will say, oh, I don't get that. Well, you need to know where you are, first of all. The example I use is that of the GPS in your car. If you were to go out today and sit in your car, turn on your GPS and plug in an address that you want to go to, what's the first thing the GPS needs to know? The GPS needs to know where you are. Until the GPS knows where you are, it can't take you where you want to go. The same is absolutely true in life. Until you know where you are, you can't plot a path forward to where you want to be. It's also important to understand why you're there. How did you get to where you are? What are the good things that you've done that have brought you there? What are the challenges that you've had and are having that are holding you back? A good life coach will help you discover all of that. Once we know where you are and why you're there, a good life coach will help you discover where you want to go. What's your destination? What's your overall purpose in life? When it's all said and done, what do you want your life to stand for? And then a good life coach will help you identify the gaps that exist between where you are and where you want to go. And that life coach will then take it one step further and help you develop a plan and a system for progressively closing those gaps. And finally, a good life coach for a period of time is going to act as an accountability partner. Once you know where you are and you know where you're going, you've set some goals and you have a system that's going to allow you to close the gaps in your life and take you from where you are to where you want to be, you may need somebody for a period of time to walk side by side with you until you get used to the process of going through this, until it becomes a habit-knit way that you use to run your life. And once that has been accomplished, your life coach has worked himself or herself out of a job, and you are capable of moving forward from there. This is what every good life coach should be doing in life for you. And it's a great set of tools that you can use to evaluate any coach you may want to hire.
Thanks so much for taking the time to be with me today. If you found this video to be insightful, if you got some little nugget of gold that you can take and put to work in your life right away, will you please hit the like button and also take a moment to share in the comments what you learned from this video today, what you found valuable. Also, if this kind of content resonates with you, if you're interested in learning more about how to live a happy, successful, fulfilled life, hit subscribe, and that way you'll be notified anytime we publish new content. Thank you so much. God bless you. I'll see you in the next video.